be fun.
Yeah.
So you're a teacher?
Yep.
Okay. And so you're actually recording us for your podcast,
That's
and
right.
I'm recording you for mine. Have you heard of the Zeitgeist movement?
I have seen, I guess you're holding Zeitgeist 3.
Yeah, Zeitgeist 3.
And I did not see it at the site malelesbian.org, but I saw it on the internet. But I think it was Zeitgeist 1. One of my students showed it to me.
Okay.
So
All right,
it was a 9/11 conspiracy.
That was part of it. I take it you're not familiar with the history then of the Zeitgeist movement?
No.
Okay. Well, the Zeitgeist movement started in 2008 after this guy named Peter Joseph made this first Zeitgeist movie in 2007, where he basically railed against the entire system, which was the monetary system, including, he was a stockbroker and then he went into advertisement, and he found that both of those careers were really soul draining and killing, and that it was really, they weren't producing anything, they were really just basically ripping off society. But he made this movie that railed against religion, railed against economics, railed against the current zeitgeist, which is German for the spirit of the times. And then this guy, Jacques Fresco, down in Venus, Florida, saw the video and said, hey, you did a great job pointing out the problem, but here's a solution. So then he came out with Zeitgeist Addendum to actually show those solutions. And then after Addendum came Zeitgeist 3, which is more well-produced and has more scientific basis behind it. In Zeitgeist Addendum, he rolled out a solution, and you know what happens when a politician or anybody rolls out a solution, right?
I think so.
It gets picked apart,
right.
And so he took all those criticisms and answered them all in Zeitgeist 3 moving forward, which is actually a much better film than the other two combined, and you don't even need to watch the other two if you watch this one.
Cool. Are you handing those out?
I'm handing these out, yeah.
I'll check it out. I bet it's online, isn't it?
It's also online at zeitgeistmovingforward.com, press play.
And so what motivates you to come out here and hand out DVDs?
Okay, well, what motivates me to come out here and hand out DVDs is, I've been part of the movement since 2008. I actually grew up wanting a Star Trek existence. I saw Star Trek Next Generation in the 80s when I was in high school, and Captain Picard says, well, we don't use money anymore. We have a society based on merit. Everything we need we can just produce out of a replicator. Well, nowadays we have 3D printers, so basically we have that technology that basically undoes capitalism, but capitalism is still holding on, by its nails. Anyway, when this movie came out in January of this year, and of course it was all last year that it was being made and produced, in the movie it predicts that there would be an uprising against the monetary system.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. So our movement actually predicted the Occupy movement. And now that it's here, it's like, hey, these are like-minded people who this should make perfect sense to. The idea of tracking supply and demand without the use of money. Because labor will be obsolete within our lifetime. In fact, it'll probably be obsolete within this decade.
Because robots
and computers making all physical and intellectual labor completely obsolete, which is evidenced by the fact that Watson, the computer system, beat the humans on Jeopardy just earlier this year.
And computers had our number at chess years back, right?
Right, yeah. They beat Kasparov in the early 90s at chess.
Big Blue.
Big Blue. Everything you think of as being quintessentially human, over time, computers are picking up on it. It used to be computers couldn't, recognize a person, by their face and so on, but now they can. They got computer recognition software. They even have a receptionist in Japan who actually remembers people by their name and their face, and remembers how many kids they have, and has a little conversation with them about the weather and about their kids being in soccer and all this kind of stuff. So even the most human occupations you could possibly think of, even sales. Like I was in sales, and we did telemarketing as part of our sales. The the computer would actually tell the human what to say. There's little scripts that would pop up on the screen, and if the human on the other end of the line asks this question, you click the button for that question and you give them this script. Well, the only reason why the human was there in the first place was just so it would sound human. Well, now we've got computers that sound very human-like. Anyway.
Well, I'm going to check out this DVD. I can't make these interviews too long because I have a teenage attention spans to deal with. And I'll get our picture as you take our picture. And, I mean, yeah.
I'll do it this way, so.
No, I'll self-pick. I'll start, like, we've been doing this, okay, yeah, that's cool. If you're willing to do it. It's that little button right there.
Okay.
Okay, so this is us. So we're gonna be all over the place on the internet.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, man.
So watch the DVD. It explains everything. The main objection that we get is, well, yeah, you put this automated system and use the Google car, which drives itself and all that kind of stuff, and use these technologies. But human nature will always undermine such a utopian idea. And so we've actually gone to great lengths to actually research and discover, well, what exactly is human nature? So there's, at the very beginning of this, the very first section is human nature, and has all the experts from around the world about, you know, what it really is, and the fact that greed is not the ultimate motivator.
Key question to the founding fathers, sir.
To this side.
Human nature. All right.
All right.
Thanks.
To this side, just like this, my head out.